Hi, I'm Rita Henley-Jensen, editor-in-chief and founder of Women's eNews, and we have a very special guest today, Caroline Firestone, who is author of this fantastic book, Afghanistan in Transition, and she's our guest for our International Women's Day celebration on March 7th, 2010. And she'll be describing the book and the contents, reading excerpts. But first I want to say that we feel very proud about this book because Caroline, she's quite a trooper. She came to our first 21 Leaders event in 2002. And our honoree from Afghanistan missed the dinner, and Caroline came back the next day to meet our honoree for lunch and developed a connection that became a pursuit, an obsession, to find out more and to help the women in Afghanistan. And the book is the product of this obsession or concern or deep caring about the well-being of women in Afghanistan. Caroline, tell us a little bit about your book.
Well, I would like to tell the reason I wrote the book is because the girl that they had for the luncheon had been a TV commentator and also on the radio. And when the Taliban came in the second day after they had taken Kabul, they went to her radio station, TV station, and asked her to bring everybody into the room. And everybody that worked there was in the room, and the Taliban, they took out their shikars and killed everyone right in front of her and told her to go home and get her family and go to Pakistan and never return. If any of you know the height of the mountains and the breadth of the mountains that surround Kabul, this is a pretty horrendous thing which she did. She put on a burqa and came back over the mountains and she wanted to work in the summertime in the warm months, not of course the snow, to teach them to read and write. And they were called sewing circles because if the Taliban knocked on the door, they put what they were writing underneath their burqas and pulled out their sewing and sat there like they were having sewing classes, which was permitted by the Taliban. The Taliban did not permit women to leave their houses without a man or a relative man escort. And the women were not allowed to work. They could do nothing. I mean, families had to really literally starve to death, because if there wasn't a man in the family, then they couldn't go out or they would be murdered. They'd be killed, really, or beaten to death. So I was fascinated that this woman loved her country enough to do that, and that interested me to finding out the remarkable character, intellect, determination of the Afghan people.
Now, I want to tell you one of the things that's very dear to my heart is doctors and medicine and taking care of the women. I'm not going to go into the problem of fistulas. I want you to read about it because I really can't bear to talk about it. It's such a disease. But here is the story of it's the only thing I'm going to read you, and then that'll be the end. But they have started a hospital. It takes 7 years to graduate, and when they're trained like Marines, they have to do all of the physical that the Marines do. And they're going to be graduating. The first group is 9 women and 27 men, and I want to read you. Gary was the Surgeon General of Afghanistan, and now he's taken different positions. Now he's the General Yaftili, and his picture is in there, is the man that's the head of this hospital that I'm going to read about. And the hospital is in the middle of being built, It took a while to start and to get the money and to get everybody on board. All the doctors come from the States, and they stay about 10 months. And they come for different expertise, that is their expertise to train the Afghans, so that when they finish, they will be as good as any doctor when they graduate in 7 years. And they even put it on the radio, because my friend Fatima called me and said, imagine, Caroline, we won't have to go to India, we won't have to go to Switzerland, we won't have to go to England. We will have doctors that can do the same thing here for us in Afghanistan. Because when the Taliban came in, and the Russians, they killed all the doctors, the nurses, the teachers. People do not realize how many were massacred, and the ones that didn't, of course, fled to the camps. Well, if you're a doctor in the camps all those years, you don't keep up with medicine, you don't even know what's happening, because everyone now today knows how fast our pace of medicine is. This is Gary's letter to me. Dear Ms. Firestone, this is the kind of messages I'm getting all the time from Gary, so I really feel I keep up with things there. I hope this note finds you well and warm. We are under increased security threats today. This is January 22nd, 09. They keep warning us of something spectacular, but we do not let it keep us from what we need to do here. I have a meeting next week to keep the momentum on the medical school going. That is what this letter is about. We are selecting the last 6 students next week. Our inaugural class will have 30 males and 10 females from 19 provinces. We made sure that we had the best from all provinces and all ethnicities in Afghanistan. In the past, medical education was, quote, Kabul-centric, with the best education offered to the most gifted and connected students, we all know what that means, from the Kabul area. We definitely know what that means. Over 80% of the Afghan population are from rural provinces, and we want to give those young students the benefit of the best medical education in Afghanistan. They will then return to their home provinces once they fulfill their military training and duties. As I told you, they graduate also as Marines. This is a Marine college. We had over 600 applicants for the 40 student positions. The female candidates passed rigorous physical and scholastic criteria just like the males! Exclamation points. We are purchasing a new dormitory and will have an area to house female students. We are also selecting an American and Afghan Army officer to be their house mother and provide mentorship and guidance. These officers will also serve as their advocates, as not everyone is happy that women were selected for these competitive positions. Imagine how difficult it was to get that through. Our medical students are the first female cadets accepted to the National Military Academy of Afghanistan. This is quite an accomplishment. These young ladies are very brave, and they fully understand that their groundbreaking initiative, they have become high priority targets by those who would keep them oppressed. This is the most exciting thing I have ever done. I tell the students that what they do here will echo through history. They are very special young people and are the hope